So those three spurts, it is like fake active.
No, keep saying what you were saying. We just gonna let it flow like that. This is come on, what we just talking.
For all you casual fans that don't realize that each round is 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. If somebody throws three spurts, if Lomachenko wasn't even like pressing the thing, if you notice that Haney was coming in with his jab.
Haney was coming with jab, but he was getting punched.
And he was hitting the body, and he was hitting the body shots. So out of those 3 minutes, I saw Haney working, and then Lomachenko had like three different sets of spurts. And those spurts, like, okay, so you have a 10-second spurt right there. Then you have like a 15-second spurt where Lomachenko's active. And then you have maybe another 15 seconds. So you got maybe a minute and like a minute and 10 out of that whole 3 minutes that Lomachenko wasn't really doing nothing.
So, but you could honestly say that Devin Haney really got a unanimous decision, or it should have been a different type of decision on the scorecards, because it was close. The fight was close.
It was a very close fight. It was a very close fight.
I actually got it a draw my second time scoring it. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna break that down too in a second.
I got the 115-113 because I got Haney. I got Lomachenko winning 5. No. It's 12 rounds, so I got Lomachenko winning 5 of them. I got Lomachenko winning 5 out of the so that gives Haney 2 extra rounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So by the way, this is we just came in just talking, but this is No Cap Boxing / Neutral Corner. This is episode 34.
Yeah.
Yup, episode 34, and we talking about the Devin Haney and the Lomachenko fight that just happened Saturday night. So yeah, and I rewatched the fight. I got my scorecard right here. I actually got in the second time watching it, I actually got Devin Haney. I mean, I got it a draw 6-6. But
what's his name? He's De La Hoya said he watched it again, and now at first he said Haney did enough to win the first time. And when he watched it again, he said Lomachenko won. But maybe sometimes you got to watch it a third time.
That 12th round.
You even had to see that when they announced the winner, you can see in his face that, oh yeah, and on Lomachenko's face, like, yo, robbed me. Like, pretty much they robbed me this fight.
Okay, so but the fight before that, when he fought the other guy, I think the other guy won about 7 rounds on Lomachenko. Yeah. Right. I think Lomachenko came on. He did basically the same thing he did in the Teofimo fight. He had a real good fury the 10th and 11th round against Teofimo, but Teofimo dominated the 12th round, like dominated the 12th round. Mm-hmm. It wasn't so that's what put Teofimo over on Lomachenko easy.
But Lomachenko stay active though. He stay moving, whether his stuff connect or not. It's just the way it looks to everybody in the crowd.
You gotta come on.
Not in the beginning rounds. In the beginning rounds, he threw a combination, nothing landed. The crowd got excited. He threw another combination, like a 4-punch combination. Only 2 punches landed.
And think of how active he was.
That was the first round. That round, Devin Haney scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like he scored 6 body shots. That was accurate and
here's where the activity, people aren't like Earl Spence said Haney won that, and people were saying stop capping on his Twitter and all that stuff. But Earl Spence watches the body work that people put in. Earl Spence is a body snatcher. So
I'm a body snatcher, right?
If you had 50 body shots to somebody's 9, so Haney was only going up head hunting. I mean, Lomachenko was only head hunting. He only hit him in the body, connected, landed 9 body shots the whole fight.
Because he really couldn't get in, so he had to throw those combinations into him, because Haney, his defense was there, but Haney in parts of the fight, he was still getting caught though when he was throwing those combinations. Some of them was coming in, the other ones he was missing. But for the most part, he had to do it like that and pivot and go around and do the stuff just to get in, because Haney was the bigger fighter.
Yep, and he had a double jab, so that first jab was just a throwaway jab.
Yeah, that's a throwaway jab just to get in, because you can't. The first jab you ain't gonna get it because the reach is not the same as Haney's. Yep. So he had to throw that, like he had to feint and throw those punches and then throw the combination and get that one in order to get the other one in. He only got a few in because I didn't see the fight, but I was watching the highlights. Yeah. But the way I seen the highlights going is that's how he was getting his punches in, and it looked like he was so active in there.
Now the 11th and 12th round will make you look at the rest of like the 10th and 11th round where he was connecting most of those hits. Like you could see he was connecting because Haney, was feeling it. But the rest of those rounds where when he was real active like that, he would connect with one or two.
Yeah, I got.
What I think?
One of those rounds, Lomachenko won clearly that 11th round.
And the 10th to me.
And the 10th. The 12th round was the tricky round. That could go either way, but I gave it to Devin.
Yeah, Devin knew he had to take that round. He knew he had to take that round.
Because it was real close. And the way Lomachenko was rallying in that 10th and 11th round was like, and Haney felt it because he caught him with a good shot, and he got hurt, but Haney kept his composure because you seen it in one when he caught him, and it's like almost like he backed down a little bit, like he caught me, but
and see look,
he backed because he did get caught. Nice.
And a lot of people said there were a lot of swing rounds, and here's the thing: when you have swing rounds, give them to the champ.
Oh yeah, because to beat the champ, you gotta beat the champ. You gotta
like if somebody's the champ, you have to beat the champ. If it's a swing round, give it to the champ.
And that's the only thing my prediction was wrong on. Because I said if Devin Haney, if they make it a close fight, they're gonna give it to Lomachenko because of some races, like how they glorify Lomachenko so much. I was wrong about that. It was a close fight, and they still gave it to the champ, Devin Haney, the guy with the belt. So that's one prediction I was.
Well, Loma had belts too, didn't he? He took Loma belts
at 125. Yeah, they gave him a lot of credit because his third fight he won a championship. His third fight, but his second fight he lost. He lost to Orlando Salido.
Yeah, and then he get knocked down in that one too.
He got knocked down by Linares and somebody else. But he beat Gary Russell. His resume has some names on it. It has
it's stacked because he fought a lot of names.
His resume kind of
again onto you, Razor Rod.
They glorify his amateur record. That's what they glorify. Like
I know you say he's like overrated when you got some losses on his belt and he giving him pound for pound, but he is gonna go down. I don't say in boxing history, but he may be in the Hall of Fame with that, with his type of
But look. But listen to
the background, what he did.
Yeah, but here's my thing. Okay, Linares is not a Hall of Fame fighter. He's not a legacy fighter. He's just a gate fighter. So that's one of the credits that they give him for fighting Linares. Because Haney and Shakur, all of them could beat Linares. Beating Gary Russell, that might be that I give him credit for beating Gary Russell.
Mm-hmm.
But
what I think is going to happen.
His resume, it's only 20. It's only 20 fights and 3 losses. Your biggest challenge is you lost both fights. Your biggest challenge is you lost both fights. You didn't rematch Orlando Salido at all.
So, all right, moving forward, you can tell by the way that fight ended and who stepped in the ring is basically Shakur is coming right dead at Haney and saying, you know what, you the champ from now.
Yeah.
You the champ for now, but not for long.
Okay, and then and then look at the pedestal. Okay, he's a Hall of Famer. How's he a Hall of Famer? The two people that he fought and lost to would get mopped by Tank. They would get destroyed by Shakur.
The two people that Lomachenko lost to?
Yeah, like
I think Haney fought one of the ones that Lomachenko
lost.
He didn't beat Tank Tank so Lomachenko already lost.
I think T.O. will give Tank a good fight though.
No, that's T.O. got dropped by Cambosa. When it get rough, Tank is gonna put him down and he's gonna stay down.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like what's his name?
And Shakur.
T.O. I feel like T.O. game plan when he fought Lomachenko. I feel like that was the best T.O. I seen, man. The Cambosa's T.O. wasn't the same to me. It wasn't the same T.O.
He didn't practice. He didn't train.
All right, that when Tank Davis was fighting the bull, but the bull was giving him some work until the boy until Tank hit him with that uppercut and dropped him. Not Rolly, but the boy before that when he fought and hit the dude, but dude gave him some work, like gave him a problem.
Yeah, the Dominican bull.
Santa Cruz or Barrios? Which one?
Yeah, one of them gave him some problems.
The other Garcia.
He knocked the dude out. He caught him and he knocked him out.
Oh, the other Garcia.
The Dominican Garcia who was undefeated, and see that's why Tank's resume is strong.
What's his name? Gary Garcia? Something? Yeah, something Garcia. He was
Garcia, and he knocked out. I mean, he beat Little B-Hop. So that Garcia was undefeated too. Like Tank is taking on all like so, but
undefeated fighters and stuff.
Like okay, so if there's 4 fighters, they like how high on the pedestal is Loma if he's the 5th best? If he's the 5th best.
On that type of time, he's open. He ranked 5th.
I mean, can he beat Frank Martin? And Frank Martin, he's tough, and I think he can beat Haney.
Oh no.
I got Frank Martin over Haney.
These some good fights to be made, but
I mean, and
you know more of Frank Martin than I do. I gotta see more.
And the more Frank Martin get up, I mean, and the better Frank Martin look, that's gonna move Loma down the list. So how much of a Hall of Famer is this dude? How special is he at 135?
Well, on paper, he's gonna be that Hall of Famer. So however they see it, that's how they're gonna put
even that much paper.
It's politics, and it's always politics in the situation when it comes down to boxing, when it comes to certain people.
And he got a story. They looking at his story, they glorifying his story. Oh, he fought in the Ukraine, he fought the Russians, he went to war and they came back. They kept mentioning that during the fight, that he went to war and came back to fight at the 2-year layoff or something. They mentioned these things.
I wish they stop selling me on what somebody did in the Olympics. They sell his amateur career more than they can sell his professional career. They can't sell his professional career because he got 3 losses under 20 fights.
That part.
I mean, come on now. Like, is he in a class with?
They're not open.
You gotta put this dude. Is he in a class with Manny Pacquiao?
Who? Lomachenko?
Yeah.
I don't think he ain't had that many fights to be in the class of Manny Pacquiao.
That's why I'm saying.
That's the point.
His resume is not long like Pacquiao's. Pacquiao went through war and back again.
Exactly. The dude only got 20 fights. These dudes have like 50, 40, 60.
So his amateur fight probably wasn't
coming up short when he fighting the top guys.
Amateurs. Because Sean Porter beat Alexander Usyk in amateurs, so I don't want to hear. What's that got to do with pro? Sean Porter beat the heavyweight champ of the world in amateurs.
He keep coming up short in close fights because he's a late starter.
I really look at I even look at Mike Tyson, like his biggest rivals he lost to.
Roscoe's or something.
I even look at Mike Tyson, like when you went against your best competition, the people who weren't scared of him, Holyfield and Lennox Lewis, what's his record against the best people he fought? No, he don't got no wins against them. I mean, you people look great against all, like he's the Matrix. He was doing all that fancy stuff against nobodies. It's easy to do that.
It counts. Styles make fights, and his style just makes it look
doesn't work against the elite fighters. That style don't win against the elite fighters. They said he didn't like getting body shots. You saw his rib cage was bruised. His body was bruised.
And because they're starting in the fourth round, Devin Haney, he did well working on the back foot and landing counter punches.
I mean, how well did he work when he got hit in the body 50 times?
I'm talking about Devin Haney.
Oh yeah, Haney.
He did work. He did good working on the back foot.
And see, this is the reason why I'm not a Haney fan. Because you leave it up to the judges every fight. Like, man,
like he ain't get the strength yet.
Yeah,
I think Haney, his power is not there like that, and he need to finish the fights. He like to go all the way through the whole 12 rounds. He should be able to finish the fight quicker than that. Like,
it
takes too long for him to finish the fight.
Like you shouldn't have went the distance with Gambosa. What's that?
The last fight.
Gambosa. Gambosa. Or what's the other guy? The little Nelly, short Nelly looking dude.
I know you talking about. But
everybody was knocking out.
He takes too long to finish the fight. Like he need to get it done quicker.
Yeah. Everybody was knocking that dude out.
Yeah. Damn. What's his name?
That's what they always saying that Devin Haney, he ain't got that punching power between the ones in that group. And they saying that Tank will beat Devin Haney because of the power.
Yeah. Oh, where you at? I'm back in Philly.
You ain't back in Philly.
Yeah, I'm back in Philly.
I got that. You found me, crib?
Yeah, I got that for you.
Okay. But what?
Yeah, so
with that next fight, with this fight coming up, right? All right, whatever they decide to negotiate, but I definitely want to see Shakur and Devin, and then I want to see the winner of that fight Tank. Then I want to see the winner of that fight, if Tank win or whoever win that fight. Who else is in that division?
It's a Frank Martin. It's
is Boots in that category?
No, he's at 147.
Boots at 147. Yeah.
Boots at 147.
That's 2 weight classes away.
Okay.
I want to see Ryan Garcia make a comeback with Derrick James. I want to see how that works.
Yeah, I'm excited for Ryan Garcia.
Did you see the thing when Rolly was talking crap and he said, "I want to move up to 147 to fight Earl"?
I'm not giving that no
Nobody's paying him attention. He
barely won that fight with the old head that just passed. That was a robbery for the old head.
Yeah, that was a robbery because he got dropped.
The old head won.
They robbed him because they stopped the fight when they shouldn't have stopped.
And he was up on the cards, right?
He was up on the cards and they stopped the fight.
Yeah, the old head was cool.
Why did they stop the fight? He wasn't hurt. He wasn't even hurt.
That was a controversial stop. It was.
That was more than controversial. That's a robbery.
Yeah, it was. Old head was giving him some work, and come on.
Robbery.
Yeah, he dropped him.
Yeah, old head did drop him. The 10-8 round.
Yeah, a 10-8 round.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Damn. Yeah, he did drop him one of them. Damn.
So Rolly can't talk crap, and even if you want to get a rematch with Tank, it's a no-go.
Oh, like I was saying, we got Hollywood's in the building. Like I was saying, I don't think I said it when we hit record, but I'm gonna say it again while I was on record. Devin Haney have to work on some combinations. He didn't throw that many combinations, and his jab, he didn't throw a straight jab a lot in this fight.
Punches first.
He threw a lot of body shots. But Devin, hold let me finish. No, Lomachenko, him throwing them combinations, even though like 2 or 3 landed out of a 5 combination punch, that still made him look like he was doing a lot of work and more active, especially with the commentators and the crowd hyping everything up that he throwing, even though they was missing. That's what made the fight so close, because the Devin Haney throwing one shot, comparing to Lomachenko throwing combinations. That's what made it cool.
Another thing, what he don't do is like, he throw punches in spurts or whatever. So he don't sit down on his punches and start a combination. Once you start a combination, you want to go to the body, but then he go to the body and then he back up. You ever notice that when he throw a punch, he always back up out the way. So when you throw your punch, you got to set the next punch or whatever. So why not, throw a punch, feint for one of those other punches, throw a feint and throw a second jab or double up the jab and then come with another hook or something like that. But you just do the one punch and you throw it in. It takes long for him to even win a fight because he's not sitting down on his punches or having combinations.
He could have jabbed his head off the way Earl Spence did Mikey Garcia because he could have jabbed his head off.
Oh, we talking about Lomachenko could have did that? Or
no. Haney, because he got that reach.
Oh yeah, he didn't use his reach advantage from his jab.
Why was Lomachenko's jab more effective than Haney's?
Yeah. Lomachenko did do good with the left. He did good with the left jab and the right straight and the hook. Lomachenko was getting a lot of good points with them left.
And another bad habit Haney had. His dad can't be his trainer. You don't go left on a left-handed fighter. You got to stay on his outside foot and go.
Yeah, he wasn't going around. I noticed that too with Devin Haney. He don't go on the opposite side. Like he just basically just stay with it's just like the footwork, the IQ and the footwork and all that stuff and everything. He got to get that together because he will get beat easily. And then he was fighting small. He was fighting small. Why were you fighting to Lomachenko size? Why was you doing that? You could have, like you said, the jab. He could have kept that jab at bay, and he would have beat him on the cards.
Mm-hmm.
The jab would have kept Lomachenko back.
He was doing an okay move with the straight jabs to the body though. And it was like it was one joint where he had blocked like this and then hit to the body. It was like little slick body shots he was doing that was working, that was giving him the advantage.
And he went away from that. Like I think after the 6th round, 7th round, he stopped doing it. I'm like,
I think he got a little.
His body work did slow down in the later rounds. That's when Lomachenko started picking it up and started winning them rounds. When he was slowing up, he was slowing down.
Yeah,
but he didn't do no combination, no straight jab to the face.
He takes too long and winning a fight. He just like to go to distance. No, Devin Haney like to go to distance.
Well, yeah, but he do, but he's not a slow starter though. Them beginner rounds, he pulling them beginner rounds. Lomachenko's a slow starter, and he's giving up the beginner rounds. He can't do that when he.
But it's all right. You know how we always say
you can't give up the beginner rounds when you're fighting a guy with the belts. You gotta eventually.
You know how it is. We always say it's not how you start; it's how you finish the fight. You may start off slow, start off fast, but how you finish the fight in the second half of the fight is round 7 and up. That's when you really determine what the fight is going to be. Real,
but at the end, when they go by the points. And when they go by the points, that you done scored, you already got like these points under your belt already.
You already got shit in the bag, yeah. But
so you basically got
that's gonna be the last thing they remember when you end the fight. So the last thing they remember is Lomachenko doing these.
There's also this other saying called "too little, too late." So you did too little, too late.
So if you way over in the points, do that mean in the fight? Do that mean you can just chill and just probably like bicycle one around the ring?
That's what De La Hoya thought he did against Trinidad. That's what Mayweather did against a lot of people. Mayweather scored all those points. He had to catch up on Sugar Shane, but after that, when he got rocked in that Sugar Shane fight, he stayed ahead on those points.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mayweather is kind of a. So is it safe to say Mayweather's a slow starter? Because he's not
a slow starter. Mayweather just watching. He just trying to figure you out. And at a certain time,
yeah, I'm saying in beginner rounds, he figuring you out. But
a slow starter,
and he'll let you get your stuff off. But for some reason, he'll let you throw your punches and get your stuff off just to come back and just beat you down. Just make you look stupid.
See, the slow fighter is
Mayweather. Once they figure you out, it's like then they just got you. The later rounds, they just take advantage.
Mayweather is not a slow starter. It's only like Mayweather's only going to take about 2 or 3 rounds. So by the 3rd round, Mayweather figured you out.
Yeah.
Lomachenko by the 6th round, that's when he's like, okay.
He figured you out too late. Lomachenko figured you out too late.
Yeah, Mayweather be talking a whole lot he's talking heavy too. When he was talking about the Canelo fight, he's like, Canelo, that was light work. That was nothing. He was soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talking shit. He going to talk shit.
He taught him lessons.
Yeah, he did. That fight, he did teach him a lesson.
He taught him a lesson. It was like the teacher first the student, but then look what Canelo did the next fight he did. He learned his style, Mayweather style a little bit, and started doing the move. Oh, look at Hollywood's in the building.
Yeah, Hollywood's been in the building. You know what I mean?
He don't know nothing about boxing. He don't know nothing about boxing. That's why he sat down. He just listened.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
He been tapped in. He knows.
He trying to come in the last second like Lomachenko.
Oh, yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
I hear you.
Oh, all right. No, I'm just listening, man, because it's like I didn't even get a chance to watch the fight again, but I don't know, man. I guess they showed a breakdown on YouTube how Lomachenko was like, was punching him, and a lot of them punches he was missing Dev. Dev was like kind of like weaving a lot of them punches out.
Yeah.
So now that's why when I looked at that, I said, all right, well, I kind of see why everybody had Dev winning, because a lot of them punches ain't connect. He looked like a kind of like a Pacquiao, like a Pacquiao type style fighting, but throwing them multiple punches, but not connecting nothing. And you know what I'm saying? Nothing was effective. So But I mean, it looked like he did do enough of them last rounds to kind of get the draw, because he did catch him a few times. But I mean, they gave Dev the win.
But that last round, if he would have won that, if Lomachenko would have won that last round, that would have been a draw.
Yeah, because only reason why I was like, I thought Lomachenko won because he stunned him. He stunned Dev.
Yeah, but that's still not even a 10. That's still a 10-9 round.
He knocked his head back a few times.
It looked like he stunned him, and he was like kind of walking. I thought they was gonna give it to him off of that, and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
No, because remember, that's not even a 10. That's still just a 10-9 round. That's not even 10-8. I mean, just think, Wilder dropped
he knocked his
Fury 2 times in that first fight, but that became a draw.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
all I'm saying is
getting stunned don't really mean nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like
I know Lomachenko's peeing blood right now because all those body shots he kept absorbing.
Body shot. Yeah, but like I said,
off the canvas with a couple of them body shots, like made him really like jump up.
I'm saying, if I would have stayed into it with that stuff, I think I'd have been one of them ones in there. I'd have been a name, and I'd have been. And I'm telling you, Tank, and I'm telling you, Shakur, and I'm telling you, Boots, and all y'all, I'd have been one that have been forced to be reckoned with, and y'all have been a problem. I'm just letting y'all know. If y'all see this on our podcast, I'm just letting y'all know. If y'all still want a problem, I'm an old head, but I can still go a couple rounds, maybe 3 or 4 rounds. That's it. I can kind of work out with a little bit more, but I can do 3 or 4 rounds easy. So whatever you try to do, it is what it is.
Hey, Shakur, don't listen to him, Shakur, at all. Just keep doing what y'all doing. He just playing. He just playing. That's it.
Yeah, he didn't want to. He grew up and he would have been fighting De La Hoya in Trinidad. I don't think he was wanting that. He didn't want that smoke.
You've definitely been in A class.
Hey, but one thing about Dev though, man, I know y'all probably already touched on it because I'm late.
No, I gotta stir up the pot when it comes down to this. I gotta stir up the pot. The ratings gotta go up, so I gotta say something. I gotta get that thing started.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah, one thing, like Dev gotta guard his goddamn like grill, man. He gotta guard it. He gotta play better defense.
New trainer.
He was open to the left shots a lot.
He can't keep using like his dad's took him as far as he could take him. His dad
he need to get somebody else. I think
with a lot of left shots, and Tank is left-handed. That's a bad move.
I think if Devin Haney get another trainer, he'll be much better. Because I thought at one point, Mayweather was trying to show him some stuff, and he was showing Tank some stuff. So, I guess that was like a little kind of conflict when Devin was getting some points from Mayweather when Tank was in his corner. You see what I'm saying? So
Tank ain't like that shit.
Yeah, no, because he was like, yo, you trying to, it's like the ops. You got the ops against me.
Yeah.
You helping the ops.
Devin don't need to Tank don't need to be in Devin's mouth at all.
I think Tank a cracking, Shakur getting. I think, man, Ryan to mess around and
with his new trainer, he got Earl Spence trainer now.
I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. Was it
he got Earl Spence trainer now.
I ain't gonna go that far.
So
I ain't gonna say.
What about? All right, put it like this. All right, Ryan Garcia decided to get a rematch with Tank, and the outcome would be totally different. This time he don't give up.
I think it will be. I think it will be a closer fight, but I think Tank can still win. But I think I think Ryan can make it a closer fight, but I think Tank can still win.
If Ryan didn't give up.
I mean, it would take a few years though. He have to wait like 2 or 3 years so he can have a few fights under his belt with Derrick James, so he can.
I think if Ryan come in that fight and be with a smarter mind and kind of not like fall into the punches that Tank throw,
and
I think Ryan definitely can.
What he did wrong in that fight. What he did wrong in that fight. If you notice that, when Garcia threw his hook, right? He threw his hook and then he dropped his right hand. So that's how Tank ended up getting that counter punch over the overhand left hook to his face because he dropped his hands. They showed it in the replay. As soon as he threw the hook, he dropped his hands, and Tank knew exactly what was going on, and he went right under and came up over top of him, caught him right in the face.
And Tank knew. Tank was waiting for that hook all fight. He knew that you took away his only his weapon. You took away his best weapon. He took away that hook.
But the way he was training, you throwing all these combinations and punches like you so fast. Why you ain't try to throw a little combination like that in the fight? Like it's all good until you get in the ring and start getting hit or find out you can't do what your game plan was.
You gotta perform.
He was scared. I knew he was scared from the press conferences.
But you know what's gonna happen now? If anybody fight Tank now, I'm not doing that rehydration clause. That's dead. You ain't gonna have me not eating for 2 or 3 days. Checking my weight negative.
Say he's not doing that shit.
No,
negative. But ain't nobody doing that. Is you crazy? That's taking away from the fighter.
Wait, no. Why are these people weight draining them? I mean, why don't you move up to 140 then? Why, like, come on, fight the man at the weight class. That's the weight class he's supposed to be at.
Yeah, but that wasn't cool. They took a lot away from him.
They really struggling to make 135. So that's why.
But what's nutty is, like, okay, when people used to say weight bully, when Canelo came in 20 pounds bigger than Mayweather in the fight, Canelo came in 20 pounds bigger. How cool? I mean, come on, man. No, why don't you just go fight at that weight class? That's why I'm glad he lost that fight. I mean, how big you need to, like, come on. I mean, Devin, look at Devin. He's fighting at 135, and he be looking like smoked out when he was done.
Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, they're not going to be at 135 for too long.
Turn the damn light off.
I'll tell you that right now. Devin Haney trying to stay at 135 for the Tank and for the Shakur. That's the one thing I like about Devin Haney, man. He went the legendary fights. He went the big smoke. Like, he don't want no.
Yeah, it sounds good, but do he really want? Do he really want
that? I don't really think he wanted to. He got to go back to the drawing board, fire his dad, and get another trainer. Because I don't know. Because
he be
boxing.
Well, Cambosa's.
Because he's like 2 fights away from turning into Sean Porter real quick. He will turn into Sean Porter real quick.
Yeah, why is that so loud? Turn that down.
And then like his dad will throw in that towel like Sean Porter's dad did. Like, oh no, your career's over.
Dang.
He get in that ring with Tank.
Yeah,
I think Tank can be beat. It's just that people
fights, man.
Now people. I think people going in there into the fights with Tank and they scared because he got that power that you gonna get knocked out.
He got that boxing ability.
You gotta be.
It's that ring IQ. Like, look, he was smarter than Ryan. He was smarter than Isaac Cruz. Pitbull Cruz want to fight him again.
Yeah, see, when you fight Tank, man, you just gotta go in that ring like you're gonna beat him. Remember the fight? Remember Roy Jones was knocking everybody out, and then he went up against what's the dark skin bull name?
Tarver, Antonio
Tarver. You see how Tarver was talking shit right back to him? Like he was getting at it even right before the fight. He was like, talking to him right there when he got to touch gloves and everything. Like
but Roy was really supposed to take like a year or 2 off.
No excuses this time, Roy.
But Roy was supposed to take a year or 2 off because when he went up to heavyweight. When you lose muscle like that, you taking muscle mass off. You took all that muscle off, so your body is like it's not the same. You gotta get like you took like 40 pounds, 40 pounds of muscle.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he didn't get fat when he went to heavyweight. He just bulked up in muscle. So you're not supposed to be fighting like that's why he was. He lost that athletic, that speed, that cat-like quickness.
Yeah.
So I guess in these fights is the object of the game is to hit and not get hit.
Yeah.
But still play your part.
And the only one who's going to has a shot at Tank is Shakur. That's the only one. That's the only one who has a shot at Tank. But if Tank gets past Shakur, then hey, Tank could retire. A Hall of Famer.
If he get past Shakur, then there's nothing else he really got to prove. He beat the best defense guy that's at 135. Like beating Shakur is like, yeah.
So what's next for him? If he beat everybody in his division, so what's next for Tank? Move up or just be done? I think his career is not long. It's short-lived if he retire early.
I mean, I think he should. Andre Ward. He only had 35 fights. Tank is only 4 or 5 fights behind him.
But I just wish Andre Ward would have stayed in this thing, man, because we be talking a different story.
Andre Ward only had 35 fights. Tank is 5 fights behind him.
Andre Ward, yeah.
Damn.
So, do you think Tank made enough money to retire?
Yeah. That last fight with Ryan made is up there with Canelo money.
What?
Yeah.
I heard they both made a lot off of pay-per-view sales, like a nice amount.
Yeah,
and they sold out the gate. The gate sold out too.
Oh, so did they do a 50-50 with the pay-per-view sales?
No, probably not. But the only one who gets caught up into that and cry is Terrence Crawford. He's the only baby who don't want to collect the money better than no money.
So the way I seen it, it's like Tank had got like almost like 40 or 50 million for that fight.
Yeah. And that's what Earl was going to get, and Tank and Bud was going to get probably about 35-40 million more money than he ever made. But he don't want to. He talking about, I got a lick.
50-50 tip? No, that's not. Nah.
I got this $25 million.
Disappointed. My favorite fighter, man. My guy ducking. My guy ducking. I can't say nothing about it.
I saw something today where it said it's been 700 days since the last time Jamal Charlo fought. And it's been 400 days since last time Earl Spence fought. God.
Yeah, what's up with that? That's crazy. Like, it's too much of a
And what's up with Tyson Fury and the heavyweights? They not fighting either.
I mean, wait, but Jamal Charlo, 700 days, that's almost 2 years. That's almost 2 years. You sitting with a belt, just sitting is getting rushed.
Nobody don't want to fight him. They gonna mess around and tell him they got to give up that belt, or he got to fight somebody. Like,
yeah, I
don't think nobody want to fight him, or is it that they just not getting the fights? They just getting blackballed, pretty much.
It's gotta be tomato cans out there that just want to get a nice little $500,000 check. It's gotta be
just to get the rust off. I mean, can you rusty at this point?
I mean, but
I would think
you doing your shit in the training camp.
Hey, y'all, man, I'm gonna hit y'all up later, man.
Okay.
All right, peace, Hollywood.
All right, y'all. I'll let y'all.
Thanks for joining in.
All right.
That's not you at all.
No, it's not.
I don't know how that gets.
Put up the avatar bull. You got Indian Pacquiao type.
You want to drop though?
Chris Nassim Ahmed.
Who? Oh, Chris.
So, what's the next fight on like?
Who's coming up next? I thought Usyk was Wilder versus Ruiz, right?
That's coming up again?
No, Wilder Ruiz, not Anthony Joshua Ruiz.
Oh, didn't Ruiz just lose to
the heavyset dude? He beat Ortiz. He knocked out Ortiz.
Yeah. Oh, Ruiz is coming about to fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna see if he can if he gets up from getting knocked down the way he did against Joshua.
Yes.
Like, is that going to mess up Wilder?
Wilder need to just retire.
I have an offer
first
for
round
the two can dine for $10.99.
And let me get a double burger with cheese.
8049.
Wilder spicy.
Mild.
What's your sides?
Mashed potatoes. Can I have extra gravy, please? What do you want a side?
Can I substitute it for apple pie or something?
Can you mashed potatoes with extra gravy? Yes. Can you substitute the other side for apple pie?
Oh yeah, and
just do
like when is Bud going to fight? Like I'm. where's like wasn't he Bud Spence are really holding up the whole 147 division?
One.
When's Boots going to fight again? When's
and we get 2 biscuits of that, right?
I think the boxing game is like kind of messed up. It's like if they promoter can't really put up the money, I think that's what stops a lot of fights too.
All right, that's it.
The whole thing is going on right now. It's kind of like how like somebody release a rap album, like Jay-Z. If everybody's waiting for Jay-Z to release his album before they can release theirs.
It's these promoters. They got them back how they got these fighters and what they can't do. What I seen did Broner sign with Don
Wilder to be announced. They don't got him.
That's to be announced.
Yeah, Wilder's still to be announced.
They don't have a date.
They don't have a date.
Yo, question: Did
That's what I'm saying. The heavyweight division ain't doing nothing with the people that's holding the belts and the heavyweights.
Yeah, and you said Broner is he's I don't know what he's doing with his life.
Is he with Don King?
I heard something like that.
Because I saw him sitting at the table with Don King with a lot of money at the table or whatever.
I seen that. I seen some shit with him and Don King too.
Broner's I don't know.
Broner is mad because he was supposed to have been Mayweather's protege and do all this stuff until he lost to Madonna, until he lost again. So he just was not that dude no more. And then he was in a lot of legal trouble outside of the situation, doing the dumb stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Mayweather went to jail for doing the dumb stuff too, but that hard work, dedication. I think he wants like all the accolades without putting in all the work that Mayweather put in. Mayweather still.
I think he was jealous. He was jealous of Mayweather. He wanted to beat him so bad that it just overshadowed everything that he did.
But he don't see the behind the scenes where Mayweather's putting in work all the time. Like he's lazy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's up with these next fights, whatever, but it's gonna be boring unless the next UFC fight comes.
Yeah, we gotta get another 135-pounder fight because I don't really see that. Like I said, the heavyweights, everything is to be announced. There's nobody got an upcoming fight coming. We
might as well just bring Logan Paul into the mix. He gonna bring a draw. He gonna draw everybody. He gonna bring the YouTube people. He gonna bring everybody in there. Guarantee he'll get a fight quick.
Because he'll get knocked out and get hit real hard, and then he'd be like, "Dude, I thought this is exhibition."
That's what I think. Mayweather just had another exhibition. Like that's
what he said against Mayweather. He said, "Dude, this is exhibition."
Man, that's all they doing.
But I heard they're gonna fight Conor McGregor. McGregor's gonna come back to the UFC to fight somebody, and then John Jones. You ever heard of John Jones?
Oh yeah, he was the one that the heavyweight, the one was really catching wreck for everybody.
Yeah, I think he's still undefeated at UFC.
Joe Rogan put a little beef between him and Tyson Fury because Joe Rogan was saying, I believe if you put John Jones in a room with Tyson Fury, John Jones would come out that room.
Yeah, he would.
And Tyson Fury heard that. But John Jones would get him.
Well, believe it or not, Joe Rogan was a fighter himself. He like a black belt in Taekwondo and all this kind of stuff. He knows stuff. I do want to see
John Jones fight Francis Ngannou. Because remember, John Jones was gone for a while, so Francis Ngannou was the big, the heavyweight bull who was.
Oh, the black bull, right?
Yeah, the African.
Still got Earl Spence next to be announced. Keith Thurman. To be announced versus Keith
Thurman one time.
What happened to June 9th or something?
And that should say April. that date even passed. Like they need to update this act or something. Because that date it's past April.
Did somebody get hurt in training or something and they're not telling us?
Again?
I mean, Ugas.
That's Keith Thurman's favorite thing to do, get hurt in training.
Yeah. Is Ugas come? I think Ugas wants somebody. I would like to see Ugas fight.
Oh, yeah, his last
I think Canelo got to fight Benavidez or somebody. His mandatory, and then Bivol.
Somebody. He got
Bivol. I think Canelo's trying to get Bivol to come down to 175, 168.
He can't. He ain't got nothing with Bivol. Bivol is. You know what I mean, Bivol gave him the problem.
He's trying to get Bivol to come down in weight.
You got everything in there? You got your honey and all that?
He think that's how he could get him.
Yeah. Yep. But like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, all right. But one more thing. June 10th, we got Josh Taylor and T.O. That's a fight.
Josh Taylor and T.O. Yeah. Okay.
The next fight.
I was a fan of T.O., but objectively looking from the last time T.O. fought, he didn't look so great. So I really think Josh Taylor's gonna just he's gonna outwork him. He's not more talented, but he's just gonna outwork him.
Yeah, I'm 50-50 on that. I don't know who. I don't know. I got Josh Taylor might get it though, but who knows?
Josh Taylor stays busy, like not like Sean Porter busy, but he stays he's like a better version of Caleb Plant, but a small
like active. He stay like active like that, like crazy active.
Yeah.
I gotta do more homework on Josh.
He's kind of like a Caleb Plant a little bit, but a small version, a 140 version of Caleb Plant, but got a better chin.
Yeah, I hear a lot of good things about him. I just gotta watch. I gotta watch some more of his highlights. I try to catch some full fights.
And Regis Prograis got a fight coming up. I think somebody dropped out and somebody else going to be in that fight for Regis.
So I guess we can honestly say that it's not going to be a Terrence Crawford fight ever.
Terrence Crawford, what about him?
They're on the phone with each other, but that's about all we know.
All we know is they talking. Who knows?
They're talking like girlfriends. They need to just stop talking and just sign some contracts. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, we've been talking for like a few weeks. Yeah, it's not much to talk about.
Twice a week. We talk twice a week on the phone. Shit.
I have to take all of this back.
But yeah, like you were saying, man, like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notifications.
That's dry. Make sure how the rest of the people
coming to you live. Big beard here.
It do look like, beard. Big beard in the building.
You
already know.
Razor Raw.
Yeah, I'm Cool Breeze. It's episode 34. And we out.
Haney won.
Peace.
Peace.